Hello family, welcome to Africa Lately. As you know, lack of electricity is an all too familiar story across Africa. Not so for Ghana at the moment. Ghana actually has more electricity than it needs currently. And guess what? That has become a multi-million-dollar burden on the country. And it surely must be a lesson to other African countries in their dealings with multinationals. But don't get it twisted. Having more electricity than it needs does not mean there are no intermittent outages, nor does it mean every one of Ghana's citizens is connected to the power grid, although at 84%, the connection rate is pretty high. I mean, you could have the power plants ready to produce, but if you can't get the power into homes, or if your transmission and distribution networks are inefficient, you could still have outages. Actually, if excessive partisanship was not in the way, some Ghanaian politicians should be going to jail for taking terrible decisions and causing financial loss to the Ghanaian state. In just 4 years, Ghana paid nearly $1 billion US. Yes, $1 billion for power it did not use. They call it excess capacity charges. How, you ask? Well, we will get there. In fact, as we speak, London-based UN Trade Tribunal has ordered Ghana to pay a private company around $170 million US for terminating a power contract he signed with the company. Yet again, while we were preparing this commentary, news broke that the London Court of Arbitration had awarded the gas company a judgment debt of over $70 million US against Ghana. So, two judgment debt cases hanging on Ghana's neck at the moment in the power sector. Anyway, as indicated earlier, there are a lot of lessons in this for other African countries regarding how they deal with international contractors and suppliers. Even the genuine ones have no mercy when you fail to cross your T's and dot your I's. But there are also speculators who target vulnerable nations. They make you sign multi-million-dollar contracts which they either do not have the capacity to execute or simply do not intend to execute. They then use some financial and legal sophistry to get you to commit blunders, and boom, you are in their net. For example, one of the reasons the Akufo-Addo government cited for cancelling one of the contracts was that the company involved had not achieved financial close per agreed timelines. So how did Ghana land itself in this mess? Let's go back to the year 2014. That year and the year after were really dark days in Ghana. A major shortage of power had hit the country, leading to an economic downturn. This man, John Mahama, was in the saddle. His government was becoming really unpopular. He needed to do something. And so to the private sector he turned. International investors saw an opportunity. They descended on Ghana, offering to build this or that power plant. 3 emergency power agreements were signed. Some of the projects came on stream to stabilize the situation, including a ship-laden thermal plant from Turkey that is to float on Ghanaian waters for 20 good years. When it was all said and done, the government had signed over 40 power purchase agreements with independent power producers, and these agreements had the dicey take or pay clauses, which simply means that Ghana would have to pay a penalty if it is unable to take all the power it agreed to buy from producers. Today, Ghana has an installed generation capacity that is almost double its peak demand of around 3,000 megawatts. Goodness, whither with all that power? To be fair to John Mahama, he wasn't intending all that power for local consumption. Even as far back as 2011, when he was vice president, he kept making pronouncements about making Ghana a net exporter of electricity to its neighbors like Burkina Faso and Togo. Problem was, generating the power was one thing and having the transmission networks ready was another. Plus, Burkina Faso, Togo, or the Ivory Coast had to want the power and be ready to pay for it before Ghana could export to them. whether those countries were ready to take additional power from Ghana, since they sometimes could not be guaranteed. There is what they call the West Africa Power Pool Project, meant to integrate the power systems of the various countries in the West Africa sub-region. With that, whichever country has surplus power could export to where it is needed. That project is yet to round off. Now, enter 2016. The electricity crisis begins to taper off somewhat, but citizens are fed up. They vote out John Mahama. In comes Nana Akufo-Addo, who orders a review of the agreements and then goes on to cancel some of them. Now, as the country bleeds from their negligence, the two parties are fighting in the media over who should take the fall for it. While the ruling party is blaming the opposition for signing unwanted power deals which are costing the nation an estimated $500 million annually, the opposition says the ruling party's cancellation of the contracts they signed is responsible for the two judgment debt cases at hand. Writing in August 2019, Samuel Asumedu Sarkodie, research fellow at Nord University, Norway, said, "Independent power producers have contributed immensely to Ghana's quest to meet its generational capacity, but lessons from Ghana's excess electricity challenges show that unless negotiations are done with utmost transparency and care, agreements that are struck can pose financial risks and breed corruption. These precautionary principles would save many countries from experiencing the same fate as Ghana." Thanks for your time, viewers. If you like our work, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Africa Lately. Bye for now.